the last couple of games. Has it been more so with the starting lineup, or just the guys starting to get it more?
I think part of it is getting it more, and part of it is having IJ back. I think having IJ back makes a huge difference, just with his experience and understanding what we're trying to do defensively. There's just another guy out there that's been through it before and totally gets it. He's probably our best defensive player, you know, and so not having him for those 5 games impacted us, you know, in both ends, and you know, starts with defense.
I see Stapleton a lot, and sometimes Peters too, in huddles, and Kegler as well, in huddles, like rallying the team. But as far as on the court goes, it's mostly like ready, communicating. Do you feel like that's changing at all, as far as other guys communicating on the court?
Yeah, I think it's getting better, but it's still, you know, we're, you know, still learning, no question, in that area. And IJ is terrific in that way. He really gets it, and it's very good talking to his teammates. And, you know, he's an actual coach on the floor. You know, he's done a great job, and that's what he wants to be. So you can see he'll have success. So it's fun.
Peter says I think he struggled with his shot lately. I think the past 2 games. Is that a matter of bad shot selection, or just his shot?
Yeah, it's part shot selection for sure. You know, taking and that's his field goal percentage, both from 3 and overall, has been down. And you know, part of that, you know, may have been it kind of started when, you know, after he got the hip pointer and was dealing with all that. Yeah, and then but he gets some open looks too, and he was really flat. You know, flat. I mean, both he and Q, 3-point percentage-wise, the last 5 games are way below what they've been shooting from 3 on the year, and so that's impacted them and us.
So you think it's a combination of both?
Yeah.
Is his wrist played a factor? You think that played a factor?
Now you're talking about Q now?
Lamar's wrist.
No.
He said his wrist kind of tightened up on the other night.
Well, you know what happened? He had this thing happen in high school, and trigger finger is what my trainer called it, but he was out there so early, and which was, you know, probably not good, because we had a rigorous walkthrough, you know, full-fledged workout for an hour during our afternoon session from 2 to 3, and then he got out there a couple hours early. He was getting shot up, and his finger got caught. He had in his high school when he used to shoot too much. And there's something with the muscles here in his forearm. So really that's where it came from. And you can ask what trigger finger is. I'd never heard of that. This was a new one for me. I'd never heard of it. I saw his finger like this, and I go, God, you know, when he came out of the game, I thought maybe he broke his finger. You know, the way it was stuck or something, or, you know, it was dislocated. I mean, it was just like this. It's like, oh my God, what is that? And so I learned later this is what it is. It's just from like overuse. Never heard of that.
What do you think of the way he's looked with Reddy on the court, both of them together?
Yeah, I mean, it's helped us. It helped us early on. I mean, you know, we were playing like that before you started to beat, you know, in terms of, you know, at LSU, at Arkansas, against Texas A&M. There's a lot of them in there together, and it's been good for us at both ends of the floor at times. It limits us a little bit in terms of you know, rebounding, but you know, there's a lot of positives, and you know, hopefully, you know, we take better care of the basketball that way. You know, one of the things that plagued us against Ole Miss is just too many turnovers. You know, 22 or 23 turnovers, 13 in the first half. It's just too many turnovers to win.
Vanderbilt's one of those teams that brought a lot of players back this year, but obviously they have a new coach too. But how much has the new coach changed maybe what they were doing a year ago?
Yeah, they're very, to me, similar to a year ago in terms of good ball movement, good player movement. Now, they lost 2 first-round picks, 2 guys who were really good players. But, you know, the bulk of that team was back, and they went to the in-state tournament last year. So they, you know, have players that have won before and won at a high level. And they're playing really well right now, watching them. I mean, they're playing the best they've played. Through the entire season, they're actually won 5 of the last 6, beat a good Iowa State team a few weeks back, you know, during the Big 12 Challenge. You know, they've had some impressive road wins, Florida, Arkansas, so they're good. They're a good team. And, you know, Cornette is a real issue in terms of the matchups because he's a 7'1" guy that steps out and shoots 5 threes a game for three. He's a very good three-point shooter, very skilled. He can bounce it, and yet he still rim protects and blocks shots. I think he has 34 blocks in conference games. So, you know, he's going to be a guy that, you know, I won't be surprised at all when he ends up on the NBA roster next year because, you know, he's the modern day NBA stretch big. They can shoot threes, pass the ball, move, protect the rim, knows how to play, and is a good athlete. I mean, he's a real matchup nightmare. And Chance and Fisher Davis are really good players that can really put the ball in the basket. You know, Rob Roberson's a good player, you know, multifaceted, hard matchup because he can guard fours but plays like a three, very skilled. They shoot it so well and pass it so well. I really know how to play.
What do you know about Bryce Drew as a coach? He was obviously a player when you were in Northern Arizona, but now in his first year at Vanderbilt, what do you think of him
Well,
as a
he did a
coach?
great job in his previous stint, and you know, really proved himself there. He's from a basketball family. His dad, you know, a Homer, great coach, and we all remember the great play that they called, you know, the out of bounds play where he got tipped and he hits the three at the buzzer to win in the NCAA tournament. I mean, incredible. And his dad is a great coach, so he's been around his whole life. He's a coach's son. And, you know, it's part of who he is, and was a great player. A great player. And, you know, obviously his brother's a very successful coach, one of the, you know, most successful teams in the country this year. Baylor slated to be a 2 seed, so, you know, it's a heck of a basketball family.
Any other questions?
Okay, thank you.
Please